The jury in the George Zimmerman murder trial could get the case in just hours. In closing arguments yesterday, prosecutors said Zimmerman tracked unarmed teenager Trayvon Martin before shooting and killing him.
Today, Zimmerman's lawyers get their final say. Mark Strassmann is at the courthouse in Sanford, Florida. Mark, good morning.
Good morning, Anthony and Nora. This morning, defense attorneys get to throw punches in closing arguments, but yesterday they had to take them. Prosecutors went on for more than 2 hours blasting George Zimmerman as a wannabe cop who took the law into his own hands.
Do you believe that there's an innocent man sitting over there right now?
In his closing argument, prosecutor Bernie De La Rionda called George Zimmerman a murderer. He told jurors that Zimmerman profiled Trayvon Martin and that he was wrong.
A teenager is dead. He is dead through no fault of his own. He is dead because another man made assumptions. He is dead not just because the man made those assumptions, because he acted upon those assumptions.
Zimmerman shook his head several times as the prosecution called him a liar. De La Rionda rattled off inconsistencies in Zimmerman's explanation of what he did and why he did it.
Why is he able to yell if the defendant claims the victim was, how's he going to talk? Or is he lying about that?
He questioned Zimmerman's claim that Martin pinned his arms while straddling him.
He's saying that armpits, how does he get the gun out?
But before jurors heard closing arguments, Judge Deborah Nelson ruled that they may also consider a lesser charge of manslaughter. Prosecutors pushed her to allow a third charge, third-degree murder.
Obviously, the information alleges that the defendant shot and killed the victim, that the victim was under the age of 18.
They allege that Martin was a minor, so when Zimmerman killed him, he was committing child abuse. Defense attorney Don West went ballistic.
Just when I thought this case couldn't get any more bizarre, the state is seeking third-degree murder based on child abuse? This is outrageous. It's outrageous that the state would seek to do this at this time in this case. Judge, this was a trick.
Judge Nelson refused to allow that charge, but when defense attorney Mark O'Mara makes his closing argument later this morning, Anthony and Nora, he knows that he has to convince this jury to acquit his client not only of murder, but also of manslaughter.
Mark Strassmann, thank you.